I know, buddy. I know. Yes, I heard about the new Sleep single, and yes, it is more serious than you think it is. There is big changes going on about the band that I'm very sad and I want to say disappointed. But let's go on with the track first. It is called Half Spacesuit Will Travel, which is 4 minutes 20, which is good sleep way of releasing something. Last thing they released was, the album The Sciences, and that dropped on April 20th, which is 420. So yeah, the track is 4 minutes 20. As you expected, it's 4 minutes 20 of full stoned out music. Good old stoner metal from Sleep once again. But one of the reasons why I'm very disappointed is this track kind of blows. You would expect Sleep to have really an amazing single once again another time, just like the Clarity before The Sciences, but this one just feels like watered down. We have the good old monotone vocals from Al Cisneros and the insane groovy bass playing. Obviously this doesn't change, but I want to go on to the drums. The drums doesn't feel very Sleep. It doesn't feel like, going on the ride and go ting 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 just like Chris or even Jason, but we know he got fired. Another thing that has changed and has gone very bland is the guitars, the riffs. The most important thing about the band and that kind of music in general. When you listen to Sleep, you feel like the speakers are about to fucking blow up. No matter the volume, you just feel like there's an amp built in your phone or any speaker in your car just feels like it's about to fucking explode. Here, the tone of the guitar just very watered down, very bland, it's just very basic fuzz, which I'm very sad about. It's kind of like if Al just replaced all the members, which brings me to the next reason why I'm very disappointed. Sleep has quote unquote broken up. What I mean is, as we already knew, the drummer Jason Roeder from Neurosis has retired from music and got fired by Sleep, even if he still played on the new Neurosis record. Yeah, now it's Dale Crover of fucking Melvins, which we have Chris first, and then we have Jason Roeder of Neurosis, and then we have Dale of Melvins, which I think Al is very picky when it comes to drummers, where they take fucking legends themselves, for drumming, which fair. I would imagine a world where Sleep would play drums with Dale, it would just make so much sense, I could see it. Matt Pike, Al Cisneros. I got nervous, I'm sorry. I could definitely see a universe where Matt Pike and Al Cisneros would play with Dale Crover on tour and even on a new record. But unfortunately, that is not going to be the case because Matt Pike has officially left Sleep. No wonder why this track kind of fucking sucks. Why does it make me mad? Because Matt Pike is the heart and soul for Sleep. There's no Matt Pike without Sleep, just like there's no Tony Iommi without motherfucking Black Sabbath, baby, And it pisses me off because Al Cisneros continued to make music even without Matt Pike. When you listen to the single, you can tell this is not Matt Pike. Matt Pike, on this song, he would have shredded the fuck out of that solo. That solo is absolutely garbage. And the new member, Bubba Dupree, what the fuck is a Bubba? I'm kidding. I don't want to shit on Void, which is the band he originally plays on. I'm not a big punk guy myself, and listening to to actually getting into that band, I was like, why would this guy play on Sleep? He could. no matter how much talent he has, he is not Matt Pike, and and you can tell by just the tone of the guitar. Like, I'm sure they didn't record this with a fucking mountain of orange amps, you know? Like, this just sounds sad, and I don't know how to feel about it. And they just announced a tour, which I suppose it's going to be with the two new members, Dale and Bubba. I think Sleep should have just broken up or just been on a official hiatus. They haven't stated any news about the band or the status since 2022, and randomly this new single drops without anything about firing Jason or Matt Pike leaving. I think it's pretty disrespectful, and I think it's a big problem with, you know, older bands having super revolving doors. I think that's how the saying goes, the revolving doors, where, you know, Crowbar has 6 guitarists, 7 bassists, 5 drummers.
Besides myself, I've had 8 other guitar players, 7 bassists, and 5 drummers. So that's 20 other people besides myself that played in Crowbar in the last 30 or so years.
Holy shit.
I think it's stupid. I don't necessarily fuck with that. If you have, like, almost all the members leaving, just call it quits for the band and make a new project. Al Cisneros has Ohm, and he's been calling for a new album since 2024. Dale Croverin, I mean, this makes me just want to listen to Shrine Builder, which is a project by Al Cisneros, Dale Crover, Scott Kelly from Neurosis, and Ryan Rich from Saint Vitus and The Obsessed, which is an amazing supergroup, an amazing record. They could have just gone for that, but instead they just made a whole insult to Sleep, and they just kept going, which, I don't know, it makes me very sad. And I know there's going to be an album upcoming with those two members, and yeah, it sucks, and I'm sad that my favorite band is broken up this way. I would have been super happy if they would just call it quits. That band dropped some of my favorite music of all time, you know? With all the amazing music they left behind and the incredible influences, I'd be like, okay, well, about time, because, you know, it felt like there was nothing to give, you know? Like, they've gone around, they've made a 1-hour song, they made a classic Sabbathy stoner album, they debuted with a sludge beast of a record. They came back in 2018 with one of the greatest comeback albums of all time. They've done it all. So with that, I would have been okay. But I don't know what's wrong with Al Cisneros just going back with new members and calling it Sleep. It's not Sleep without Matt Pike. And that's pretty much all I had to say. I'm gonna go listen to the new Warning because I'm very sad, and it definitely is gonna make me cry. And I expect a album of the year from Warning, but definitely not from Sleep, aka Al Cisneros' new project. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was just me yapping and being. It's more of a rant. I don't want to do much rant videos, but this was a very much worth. This one was very much worth addressing because you guys know me. I love weed so much. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Love you guys so much, and yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.